What's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Catch These Vibes. My name is Nique, and you're listening to episode 263. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope everyone enjoyed their weekend. I know I did. Well, I guess I can start off by telling y'all about it because I'm feeling like that. Like I'm in that mood. Like I got some things I want to talk about. So I'll try to make this quick though, because I know, some people might want to just get to the shit, get to the main topics, but I just want to tell y'all a little bit about my weekend, about just what your girl's been going through and experiencing lately. So I was in a great mood Friday because I got some good news. So first of all, yes, let's go ahead and start off with that. This happens to me a lot. Not like all the time, because there be some moments when I don't be hearing back from certain, jobs, but like it's like a ripple effect. It's like a domino effect. Like one job calls me, then another job hit me up, and another job hit me up. So I've been getting these job opportunities. So first things first, I applied for this job 2 weeks ago. It's a part-time job that I feel like will be a really great opportunity for me to be able to eventually use my degree. I have a health informatics degree, a master's in health informatics. And so this job I feel like it will lead me in the right direction to eventually utilize that degree, like really, really use it. So I'm excited about that opportunity. On Friday, I got the call that they wanted to offer me the job. So I'm going to be starting that job in 2 weeks. As I was waiting on that to hear back from that job, I got two opportunities for 2 different jobs. One of them fell through, but the other one I did interview for. I interviewed for it last week, and then I did another interview today for it, which I feel like it went well. It was a little awkward though. Not on my part, on their part, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with it. And then I got hit up today 2 different times for 2 different jobs that I applied for. And I'm just like, wow, like it's just back to back opportunities. And I feel so excited about it and happy. But it's just like, dang, like now y'all finna put me in the predicament of having to see like, oh, am I gonna go with this one? Am I going that? Like, really? Well, I'm not gonna get into too many details, but like I've been applying for places and I was feeling like it wasn't working out for me. Like I was getting a lot of rejection. So it's just very interesting how all these jobs is hitting me up all at the same time. I'm just like, oh my gosh. I love it though, because it makes me feel good. It makes me feel it helps my confidence and all that. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, so that's why I've been in a really great mood, is just because things have been going well. And then I got offered that job that I really, really, really wanted. And it just feels good when you really want something and then you get it. Like, thank you, God. You get blessed with opportunity that you really, really want. So that always feels nice. So Friday I was in a good mood. I went to the movies Friday, which I'm gonna talk about the movie that I went to go see. Friday went to the movies. Saturday, I went on a date. And I want to talk about this date because um this was probably top 5 dates I've ever been on. And without saying too much, it just was a good it was a really good vibe. I felt comfortable. It wasn't forced. It just felt natural, which I just love that. Like no matter if it's a man or a woman, I just love when I meet someone and the vibe it just flows naturally and it doesn't have to be forced. It's just like we just click. So that's always a good thing. So I felt like that, and I feel like he was a gentleman, and he was just cool. Like, we just had a good time. He complimented me a lot. Like, like he made me feel good, and it was just a reminder. Like, it just made me remember, like, what if it feels like to just actually enjoy dating, because you have like a bad experience, and then you be like feeling like a little bitter about, dating, but then you have a situation that reminds you that dating could actually be healthy. It can actually be good. It can actually, even if it doesn't necessarily lead to a relationship or a commitment, it still could just feel good just to feel that feeling. You know what I mean? Like, just to vibe with somebody that you're attracted to, and that you meet, and then it's like you kind of like them, and they're cool, and you guys are just, bonding, and having different conversations, and it just goes smoothly. Like, it it just was a reminder that dating can really be fun and enjoyable, and it doesn't always have to be about trying to have sex. Like, it doesn't always have to be about that. It could just be about the things that matter at the end of the day, which is just getting to know a person and vibing with the person. Like, that was my experience, and I just had a really great time. So it just reminded me, I'm really that bitch. You know what I mean? For my culture people, you know what I'm saying. You know what that means. Like, it just reminded me that I'm such a good woman, and any person that ends up with me who has the privilege of even spending time with me, of even of even being graced with my presence. It's a it should be treated as a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Because I am God's child, and and it's just like sometimes you just gotta get that have that reminder that you are really amazing. And this is not just for women, this is for people in general. Men, you could feel this way too. You have all the right to feel this way as well. But I don't like men talking about they the prize, and I don't like all that. Leave that for the women. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could feel like that in your head, sure, but don't express it. Don't do that. Leave that to the women, please. Like, leave some stuff for us, okay? Leave some stuff for us. Let us feel like we the prize, and let us voice that. Because y'all trying to voice that too, it's just like, damn, who gonna be the women? If we all just, but definitely I want men to feel like they are the prize too, because some of y'all are. Some of y'all are. I'm not gonna even front on y'all. Some of y'all are definitely the prize, the men to have. And any a woman, some women will be blessed to have y'all in their lives for sure. I'm just saying, I don't need you tweeting about it. You know what I'm saying? Just leave that to the women. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You could definitely feel that way about yourself, but you don't need to tell the world. Leave that to us. Okay? You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But yeah, so I had a great experience. Definitely top 5 dates I've ever been on. I'm not trying to make anybody jealous, because I know, you know what I'm saying, if you listening and you kind of feeling the kid, I'm just saying, like, I'm definitely still single, but I'm just saying, like, step your game up, okay? But yeah, so that was really nice. I had such a great time. And like I said, the most important thing about it was that it just reminded me that dating can be fun, and it doesn't have to be so serious and so like, oh my God. Like, it doesn't have to be so serious right off the bat. Like, it can just be fun and a good time, you know, and just enjoyable. That's just enjoyable. Dating can be enjoyable. Okay. So, yeah, that's all I really wanted to talk about before I get into the topics. But if y'all want to know what I've been up to, that's what I was up to this past weekend. I had a really great time. Like for real, for real. I know I said it this multiple times, but like I really did. Like it was a good night. It was a really good night. So we'll see if there'll be a date number two. I'll let y'all know. Maybe I won't. But yeah. Let me stop. Clearly, I'm feeling myself a little bit. But yeah, so today, this episode, we're going to talk about a couple of things. Really, we got to get into Michael B. Jordan. He won last night at the Oscars, and it was just so, I feel like I won. Like, I was like on kind of like on this high, like of feeling just inspired. Such a great feeling. So we're going to talk about that. I want to talk about Dune 3 as well. We're going to talk about Timothée because I'm still rooting for Timothée. I love me some Timothée Chalamet. That's my guy, okay? I'm always rooting for him. I want him to continue to be on this road to greatness. I want him to continue to have that confidence in himself and continue to voice it. Like I don't want him to change anything. Obviously, he's 30, so he still has some growing up to do as we all do, but I'm rooting for him. I really truly am. So we're going to talk about that a little bit as well. And then we're going to talk about the movie that I went to go see on Friday. So let's just start off with that, right? So I went to go see this movie called Undertone. Let me pull up the information. So I saw the trailer for Undertone, I think when I saw Scream. I think that's when I seen it first. So Undertone is what's going on? Wait. Um it's directed and written by Ian Toulson. Toulson. It's Tuason. Sorry, I am terrible with names. But his first name is Ian, and he's known for continuity problems, extreme close up, and undertone. So shout out to him because he may have made one of the scariest movies I've seen in recent years. Like it was such a crazy experience for me. This movie stars Nina Kiri. She plays Evie, the main character. Adam DeMarco. He plays Justin or voices Justin because we don't. This it's one of those movies where you don't see anybody other than the main character Evie and her mom, who is unconscious most of the movie. Um, her mom is played by Michelle Duquette or Michelle. She's from Quebec, Canada. So it looks like a lot of um well, she was in some stuff. She was in Three Men and a Baby. But most of these people you probably never seen before or heard their voice before because like I said, you don't even see them in the movie. So this girl, Evie, she hosts a podcast and it's like a uh, paranormal podcast. And she is staying with her mom. Her mom is sick and the movie starts with her mom being unconscious. So she's, I guess, not really sure what's wrong with her. But she is not eating, um, or getting up to use the bathroom. Like she's just in the bed the whole time. And it's something that just recently happened for Evie. Um, and so she has this, like I said, she has a podcast. And so we see her and her co host, again, who we don't see, we just hear his voice. So we see her recording her podcast episode, and it's an episode based off of these audio messages that Justin received. And so the episode that they're recording, they're listening to these audio messages. He received the messages from this anonymous email from someone, some random person, and it's 10 different recordings. And the recordings are of a couple, a man and a woman, and this man is recording his, I'm guessing his wife, when she sleeps, because he's like, you talk in your sleep, and I'm going to start recording you so that we can, I could show you that you be talking in your sleep. And so it's like over a course of days, they are going through these 10 audio messages. And as you can imagine, they just get scarier and scarier. And I'm not going to spoil the movie, but like when I tell you, once it gets to like the third act, I was so scared. Like I cannot remember a time when I was this scared watching a movie. The only other time I remember when I wanted to like walk out of a theater because I was so scared was when I was like 15, 16 maybe, and we were watching Haunted in Connecticut. And that was the only time I remember like wanting to walk out of the theater. Like, no, I can't watch this. And so I used to like always do this, like cover my eyes. And I don't know when I stopped doing that, but it's been years now. When I go see a scary movie, I don't cover my eyes. I just be looking, you know what I'm saying? Cause like I used to feel like I realized that, okay, when I'm covering my eyes and doing all that, and it's like I'm missing the movie. Like I'm not fully experiencing it because if a jump scare happens and my eyes are covered, I'm not really getting the full experience. So that's why I stopped doing it. So now every scary movie that I see, I look, but this time, and if you've been listening to my podcast, you've heard me say this time and time again. I said that I'm trying to be scared shitless. Like I'm trying to be terrified. And this movie definitely had me terrified. Like I'm sitting there like getting uncomfortable. Like I'm fidgeting, like I'm moving around, like I'm slouching in my seat. Like I'm starting to have regrets. Like, why did I come see this? Like, why did I do this to myself? Like, this is what I'm thinking. Like, this is my thought process. And I started like my heart, my heart started beating fast. Like, I felt my heart like beating in my chest. Like, that's how scary the shit got. And, I haven't experienced that, and I don't even remember how the last time that I've experienced that, like, for real. So, it's it's a good movie. It's definitely a good one in the sense that it it does it achieves what it needs to achieve as a scary movie. Um, so if you know, if you wanna be scared a little bit, I definitely suggest watching it because it's, I mean, you may not be crazy about the way that it ends, but I feel like it did what it needed to do. It did because I have seen so many scary movies, y'all. I have seen so many horror, all of them, and I've been saying like, the movies that we've been getting, like the horror movies, they always have some type of comedic like it's funny. Like there's parts of it that is like I'm not really scared. We're laughing. Why are we laughing? And it's supposed to be scary. Like I've always said that I'm like I don't really want to be laughing, but I get it. I understand. I also enjoy it too. Like I love to laugh. So I don't mind it, but if it's a horror, if it's supposed to be suspenseful or scary, I want to be scared. So I had a good experience. I was fucking scared, okay? it it had me shook. It really did. So yeah, that's Undertone. If you know what I'm saying, if you want to fuck with it, proceed with caution. I don't know why. I was just so nervous. Even before the movie started, I was nervous. Like, why do I be watching these movies? Like, why do I do this to myself? But yeah, so that was my Friday night. Went to the movies to see that. I liked it. I fuck with it. I actually need to add it to my letterbox. I haven't done that yet. I need to do that because I've been doing good. Let me check it though because we haven't went over my letterbox in a couple episodes. So let me check it out to see if there's anything that I need to update y'all on. Um, nope, we're all up to date. We are good. So I just need to add Undertone on there and we are Coochie. All right. So let's go ahead and get into the Oscars. Um, the Oscars was a mess. I'm not gonna even lie. Like they was cutting people off. I've never seen so many people get cut off or played that they was playing the music on them as they were talking. Like I've never seen it done so many times in one night. Like it was ridiculous. It was kind of embarrassing, not for the people, but for the academy. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, why are y'all disrespecting these people like this? Like, let them talk. It was weird. I don't know. I didn't like that at all. It made the show messy. Conan O'Brien, he was cool. He was funny. The intro, I think, was pretty funny. Um, he's a funny person, so he was cool as the host. But it was just the cutting off people, and it was just really disrespectful and not a good look. It just really wasn't a good look, and I didn't like it. Um, so besides that though, let's go ahead and get into the winners. So I put up the list and we can go ahead and go over a few. I'm not gonna go through every single one because I really don't care. I just wanted Sinners to get their things. Okay. Sinners was nominated 16 times. So we definitely need them to take home some things, okay? Um, so before I get to the main, the most important one, let's go through the others. So, um, Amy Madigan, she won actress in a supporting role, which was pretty much consistent amongst all of the other award shows. I think the only one was like the BAFTAs. And I think Wumi Misako, she won that one at that award show. And actress in a leading role went to Jessie Buckley. I have not seen Hamnet. Um, will I see it? It maybe because I understand it's still in the theaters. So whenever it gets on streaming, maybe I'll check it out. Maybe I won't. But I definitely want to see what all the hype is about because she won every single award this season for this role. So it's like she must have been pretty amazing, to not even give it to Emma Stone or um, you know, Rose Byrne. Because I did watch If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. And Rose Byrne was really great in that movie. Even though I didn't understand what the fuck was going on, she was good. So yeah, and Kate Hudson, Song Sung Blue, like she went over all of them. So she must have been amazing in Hamnet. So I do plan on checking it out at some point. Um, the upset was definitely actor in supporting role. Delroy Lindo has not. This was the first time. Let's pull up his filmography. Let's do that because he should he should have got this. And I heard someone. I think it was a TikTok or something, but someone was talking about Delroy Lindo and why he was so great in Sinners is because he played this alcoholic. He played this man who definitely was alcoholic, and he was just so good. And they had said something like, you could smell the alcohol on him. Obviously, we can't really smell it through the screen, but you could just, that's how believable he was as his character. He was just so great and so believable. And those are the things that you want to see when you know, watch someone portray a certain character. So let's go over his filmography. He was in a movie in 1976 called Partners. Find the Lady, also in 1976. Voice of a Fugitive, 1978. More American Graffiti, 1979. Beauty and the Beast, 1987. A Man Called Hawk. The Blood of Heroes, Perfect Witness. Mountains of the Moon, Bright Angel, 1990. Against the Law, 1991. Some of these are shows, by the way. Malcolm X in 1992. Blood In, Blood Out, 1993. Blood In, Blood Out, based on a true life experience of poet Jimmy Santiago. I don't think I've seen this, but I've definitely heard of it. Mr. Jones. Wait. Mr. Jones. Is this with Richard Gere? After being arrested during the manic episode. Oh, okay. All right. Crooklyn. That's a favorite right there. That was 1994. Let's scroll up a little bit. He was in Get Shorty in 95. 95? Ooh. Get Shorty in 95. Why did I think, is there like a part two? Hold up. There's got to be a part two because I know, or maybe I'm just mistaken. 'Cause I thought that came out in the 2000s. I might be thinking of something else. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna figure that out some other time. But yeah, so Get Shorty. He was in Devil's Advocate. Hold on, Ransom in 1996. Like, look, all these movies. This is crazy. He was in Devil's Advocate in 97, Glory and Honor in 98, The Book of Stars, Strange Justice, Romeo Must Die, 2000. I want to watch that. It's been a minute since I watched Romeo Must Die. Rest in peace, Aaliyah. She was so beautiful in that movie. Oh my gosh. That's so sad. The fact, Aaliyah, oh my gosh, she was so beautiful. That swoop that she had, like the swoop that swooped out of all swoops ever that swooped, if that makes sense. That swoop was just swooping. Oh, she was such a trendsetter, so beautiful, so just, so sad that she didn't get to continue to live and live up to her full potential because she was going to be, I mean, she was already a star, but she was going to be a movie star. And it's so sad that she was taken away from us so soon. Man. Okay. Love Aaliyah so much. All right. So he was also in Gone in 60 Seconds. Let me scroll up some. Lackawanna Blues, The Exonerated, Sahara 2005, Domino 2005, This Christmas 2007, Up, he voiced Betta 2009. Didn't even know that. Um, Robot Chicken, Do You Believe, Point Break, Marvel's Most Wanted, This Is Us. He was in one episode. The Five Bloods. Can you believe I still haven't seen that? I'm kind of ashamed to admit, but I still haven't watched that. But that came in 2020 and brought us that beautiful clip of him dancing in the club, whatever he was doing. But yeah, that that clip always floats around when we talk about Delroy. Mr. Delroy Lindo. And he was in the show Unprisoned with Kerry Washington, The Harder They Fall. I love that movie. Oh my gosh. Jonathan Majors, like everybody. But Jonathan Majors looked good than a motherfucker in that movie. Oh my gosh. And then we have Sinners. And then he has some upcoming stuff. So he's gonna be in Godzilla X Kong, Supernova. I love the Godzilla X Kong movies. They're so good. So that's gonna be, nice to see him in that. But yeah, so we wanted him to win for supporting actor, but it went to Sean Penn for One Battle After Another. Um, I heard Sean Penn got quite a past, but we not gonna get into all that. But he was good. He was good. I'm not gonna front on Sean Penn and what he did in that movie. My thing with One Battle After Another, it was a great movie. It's kind of unfortunate that Chase Infinity, she wasn't nominated as much as she should have been, um, because I think she was great. As for that to be her first like feature film, I think the only other thing that I saw her in was that one show with Jake Gyllenhaal, Presumed Innocent, I believe. And she's going to be in a show that's like the uh sequel to The Handmaid's Tale. So I'm definitely watching that because I love The Handmaid's Tale, and since that show is over, I'm excited to watch this. So it sets 15 years after the events in the original series. I was kind of hoping that she would have been, I mean, this is for the people that have seen the show, but I was kind of hoping that this had to do with her, the main character June in Handmaid's Tale. I was hoping that this would have been about her daughter, but it seems to be uh not about that. And it's based off of a book by Margaret Atwood. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm definitely going to tell you guys how much I'm enjoying that once it does come out. And so I'm excited to see her in more things, like the fact that she's only been in Presumed Innocent and One Battle After Another. That's like literally that's all that's on her filmography. So I feel like her future is very bright, and I'm excited to see what else comes up for her. Like she's so beautiful. Like she's really beautiful. Like it don't make no sense. And she was all up on my man last night at the Oscars. Her and Michael B. Jordan, they shared a really cute moment. Um they were hugging, and I'm guessing she probably was, just saying some nice things to him after he won his Oscar. So yeah, let's go ahead and go over some other winners. Now, K-pop Demon Hunters, I mean, people knew that they were going to win because they've been winning all award season already. So it wasn't a surprise that they won animated feature film. I was rooting for Zootopia too, but hey, it went to the K-poppers. They also won original song, which I mean, someone did put it in perspective for me, like that song and that show, it just was huge. It was huge, and the Sinners song, yes, the Sinners movie was so influential, so big, but um when it comes to certain things that like impact the children and it impact everyone, I guess that is what K-pop Demon Hunters did. And so because of that, they deserve it. I'm not gonna sit here and act like they didn't. Sinners won for cinematography. Autumn Durald Archipel, she won She's the first woman, I believe, to ever win for cinematography. And it was so beautiful to see her up there. And just the whole Sinners cast, everyone that played a part, the cast and crew of Sinners, they melt my heart. I just love them. This has been so beautiful to watch them win and watch them do press and even leading up to the movie coming out. Like it's just been so enjoyable, and everyone has been rooting for them. Everyone has been rooting for them, and that's been such a great thing to witness. Like, I love it so much. Um, People were really surprised that Ruth E. Carter didn't win for costume design. She's won previously. I think she's won a total of 3 times, and this would have been her 4th. Um, so I know she's won for Black Panther. Um, so people were kind of surprised about that. Um, Directing went to Paul Thomas Anderson. And Best Picture went to Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another, or the producers of One Battle After Another. That one, I feel like it should have went to Sinners, but I wasn't at that point. I was satisfied. Like Ryan, he won for Best Original Screenplay. Autumn, she won for cinematography. Ludwig, he won for Best Score, and then Michael B. Jordan won for Best Lead Actor. So I was satisfied with those 4 wins, because those were the ones where I'm like, "They gotta get these," and if it didn't go to Michael B. Jordan, if it didn't go to Ryan, if it didn't go to Autumn, if it didn't go to Ludwig, I would have felt like, "Yeah, no, this some bullshit." So, I was satisfied at that point that once Best Picture came, I just kinda was like, "Whatever." Um, so let's get into Michael B. Jordan. Now, if you know me personally, if you know me through this podcast, if you've been listening since the inception of this podcast, which was in 2019, I have been expressing my love and admiration for this man. I'm very, very fond of him. It's more than a crush. It's, I don't know. I don't really know how to describe it without sounding crazy. No, but like I've always just felt like he was a good person. You know? Like not only does he have a beautiful face, not only is he a great actor, he just comes off as a really good person. And shout out to his parents, for raising him the way that they did. But he always just has come off that way. And I've always, wanted to believe that he is indeed a good person. And it's not just some front that he's putting on, it's because he's genuinely a good person. And I feel like throughout this award season, me feeling that way has been validated by the way the people have been rooting for him. Not us regular folks on Twitter, not us regular folks on social media. I mean the people that have been in the room with him, his peers. Every single time people have been going up for Sinners. Every time Sinners is announced in some way or fashion, the people are applauding, and it's loud, and it's proud, and people really love Sinners. Like people from all types of views of walks of life, backgrounds, races, ethnicities, whatever. People have been rooting for Sinners and rooting for Michael B. Jordan. When he won his actor award, I talked about how beautiful it was to hear the applause that he got. Same thing happened when he won this Oscar. Not only was everybody that was Black rooting for him, but everyone else too. This man had everyone rooting for him. And because they felt he deserved it, because he's been doing this for so long. Like he has been He was a child actor. He was in The Sopranos as a child. He was in Hardball as a child. He was when he was a teen, he was in All My Children. You know, people who've been watching him from back then and then seeing him on that stage, it was just such a moment, a very, very, very special moment. And I just feel very, very proud of him. So proud of him. He has done the work. And then his speech, he said something like, what did he say? He said, the people that have been, I'm going to paraphrase. He just basically expressed that, people that have been, supporting him, he's going to continue to put in the work and work hard. And he appreciates the people that have, supported him up to this point, that just been, backing him up and being there for him. And you can tell he's very grateful for that. And he understands that having that type of support is very necessary and important. And he's very humble. And I feel like, and this is kind of going to transition into me talking about Timothy, because they are kind of opposites in the way that they talk. I think obviously Michael B. Jordan wants to be great, and so I don't think they're that different. Maybe it's, Michael's older. He got a couple years old, on Timothy. And so they're similar in a way, but also opposites, just in um the way that they talk about themselves, I think. And I think that the way Michael B. Jordan comes off is a little bit more likable than the way Timothy comes off. But I don't feel like I haven't been turned off by Timothy at all. Um, but I feel like some people have been. And so that's the unfortunate thing about it all, is like, you know, you talk like, because people compare Timothy and the way that he talks, they compare it to an athlete. Michael B. Jordan, he's more on the humble side, and he always brings it back to, and it's not like he's not the humble like trying to make downplay everything or trying to act like he doesn't deserve it. I feel like he definitely knows he deserves it, because he knows he's put in the work, but he still comes off very like humble about it all. His humility that he conveys when he speaks, it just comes off a different way. So I'm just very proud of him, and I'm so excited to see what else he comes out with. Obviously, we have the Thomas Crown Affair, which I talked about before. So I'm looking forward to that. We still keep hearing about I Am Legend 2, which I really hope does happen. I'm not sure if that's been confirmed for sure, or if it's just been a rumor, but I'm looking forward to that. He's supposed to be in this Miami Vice movie with Austin Butler. Definitely looking forward to that. And yeah, just him continuing on. He is just someone that I just really am rooting for. I hope that he finds a partner to share all his happiness with, even though I want it to be me. But no, I'm playing. I'm not playing. I'm dead ass. But at the same time, I do hope that he finds someone to share all his happiness with, and he gets all the kids that he wants, and just the life that he wants, cuz he just comes off, and I just believe in my heart of hearts that he is just a genuine person, and I just want him to have everything that he wants out of this life, because I feel like he deserves it. That's a good person right there. That's a good human right there. I really truly believe it. So yeah, shout out to Michael B. Jordan, man. Like I said, if you know me, you know that I love him down. Like it's not a game. So yeah, shout out to him. I'm so proud. But yeah, so let's also talk about Timothy. So Timothy, he's been in the fire a little bit lately because of some of the things he has said. But it's crazy because he's been saying the same thing since 2019. He made a comment about ballet and opera, and this had people's panties in a bunch. You know, people want to be offended by so many different things. They want to, oh my gosh, they want to drag things out that don't really need to be dragged out. So he said something about opera and ballet. And I heard the clip. I didn't hear the full conversation, and I don't really like making an opinion on things that I didn't hear the full conversation about because you have to. I think it's very important to know what was said before and know what was said but after, and not just focus on this clip that goes viral because you're not getting the full picture, the full context of the conversation. So that's why I didn't really make an opinion about it. I didn't really say anything about it. I didn't really care. But I felt that he was just saying, like, nobody cares, not in a way that is disrespectful, but just in a way that when you think about art forms, I don't think ballet and opera is on the top of anyone's list. You know, it's like music, it's like movies. And then, you know, so I don't think it came from a disrespectful way. He was just saying, you know, I it's very important that the art form of movies and theater continues to be um held to the utmost, you know, respect or the utmost standard or like I don't know. I just don't feel like he meant it in a disrespectful way. But you know, people have been upset about that. They even talked about it at the Oscars, making it a joke and talking about it in their speech. People just were offended by it as if he was saying that these are art forms that people don't care about, but he didn't mean it in that way. Like I don't think he meant it in that way, especially because he grew up with people in his life that were in the ballet, like his sister, I believe, was a ballet dancer, was or is a ballet dancer. So I know he has respect. I mean, he went to Juilliard for Christ's sake. Like I know he has respect for different art forms and understands how important and how relevant these types of art forms have been to the culture at some point, but they're not really relevant right now. They're just not. Like who talks about opera all the time? Like these when you just compare it to movies, to film, they're just not on the same level as far as culturally how popular. And I think that's really what point he was trying to make. But anyways, so um he's been getting a lot of flack about that. And today he posted not the trailer, but the poster for Dune Part 3. And now everybody's moving. People, we're moving on, okay? We don't care. Yes, he took the L at the Oscars. I don't think Marty Supreme won anything. Now, Marty Supreme was a great movie. I loved it. I think he was great in that movie. Um, but I don't think it was as far as the movie as a whole, I don't feel like it was the best movie that I've seen him in, but I feel like he was great in the movie. Um, so he posts this poster. He posts a poster for Dune 3, and it's like, man, don't nobody care about them Oscars no more. When it comes to him, nobody care about the ballet and opera comment because got Dune 3 coming up. Okay? Like we gotta that's the focus now. The trailer drops. Like I'm excited for this movie. I'm excited. I told you guys before my experience with the Dune movies. The first time I watched it, I was bored. I fell asleep. And then I watched it again and it all clicked for me. And I was like, oh, okay. And then that made me excited for the next one. I saw the next one at the movie theater and I was like, yeah, that's fire. And so I've been excited for the next movie ever since. You know what I'm kind of sad about? Austin Butler. Austin Butler is his character, whom I really enjoyed and thought was just so fire. He's not going to be in the next one because his character died. Spoiler alert. But so Robert Pattinson, we're going to see him in Dune 3. And so I'm very excited about this. Like the movie posters, all the character posters, they look fire so far. So once that trailer comes out, yeah, we gonna get into it for sure. So that's one of my highly anticipated movies of the year. Um, Odyssey is very popular. I honestly have no idea what that's about. um, but I don't know. Maybe I'll watch it. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I'm not gonna even sit here and be like, oh, I can't wait to watch Odyssey. I don't like what is that? I don't know. I'm not familiar. So maybe I'll get put on game, do a little Google search and see what's up. But I'm definitely anticipating Dune 3, Spider-Man, obviously. Um there's so many movies that I'm anticipating this year, especially coming up very soon. Like I want to see Ready or Not. I want to see the drama with Zendaya and Robert Pattinson. I want to see the Michael movie. Um like those are going to be coming up very soon. I feel like Ready or Not comes out this weekend on the 20th, and then the drama and Michael, they come out in April. Um so I'm just very excited to see those for like those are like the ones that I'm like, yes, I can't wait to watch those. Um oh, the Mario movie looks really, really fun. I want to watch that as well. And those are the ones that I can think about this on the top off the top of my head. Like there's just so many movies this year, but yeah. Um what else did I want to talk about? So I told you guys I've been talking about the last couple episodes that I've been watching Scandal, and I'm at I'm in the final season, and Olivia Pope, I don't know if I felt this way before, but she get on my nerves. Like she's getting on my nerves. She's likable. She's definitely a complicated character because if from season 1 to season 7, you realize that she's been through so much and you want her to get everything that she wants. But by the time we get to season 7, she's like kind of turned into her father. Now, I don't I don't remember if I finished season 7 because I don't even remember how it ends. Honestly have no recollection of how this show ends. So I feel like I got to season 7, but I stopped for whatever reason. Maybe because she was getting on my goddamn nerves. I don't know. But I plan on finishing it because I want to see it through and see how the show ends. But she is such a complicated character and she is just annoying sometimes. Like she don't really like sometimes she be wrong. Like it's like she be right most times, but then there's times when she's wrong. And like when she's wrong about stuff, it's like she doesn't ever come back and be like, "Oh, my bad, I fucked up. Players fuck up, whatever." Everybody is just supposed to worship the ground that she walks on. And actually, I just remembered what episode that I'm on and what's going on. And no, I did not get to this point. So everything that where I'm at now is very new for me. Let me just, for the people that would like to know, let me tell y'all where I'm at, what episode I'm on. If I could pull it up really quick. It's like we don't get shows like this anymore. So I'm on season 7, episode 6. And how many episodes are there for this season? Let me see. There's 18. Whew, I need to finish this because I gotta know. I gotta know what happens. What else do I want to talk about, Joel? I don't know. I don't think I have anything else. If I forgot something, I will just talk about it in the next episode. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode and enjoy the rest of your week. Remember, if you're single, I want you to remember dating is supposed to be enjoyable. Okay? If it gets to a point where it's not enjoyable, you need to reel it in, dial it back, take a moment, and be like, I'm dating the wrong people. Because if you're dating the right people, you'll enjoy dating. That's all there is to it. If you're dating the wrong people, you're going to be miserable. Okay? You need to date the right people. If you date the right people, dating will be fun. Dating will be enjoyable. That's all there is to it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Trust me. Okay? So if you're single, keep that in mind. All right? And what else? What other motivational things do I have for you people? Um, if you pray, if you believe in God, don't just pray when things are going good. Pray all the time, every day. Even if it's a quick thank you, Jesus, thank you, God, thank you for waking me up. That's all it takes. It's just that acknowledgement, I think that's very important every day. Even if it's a couple hours in a day and you didn't say it like right when you woke up, just once it pops up in your head, man, thank you. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for this day. Thank you for waking me up. Thank you for getting me to my destination safely. You know, just remember that, you guys. I think it's so, so important to just remain grateful and appreciate every breath that we have, that we're able to take on this earth. It's such a blessing. It really, really is. And I know sometimes life, it just seems so hard. It seems so, you know, it's like the struggle. For people especially, I've I've definitely experienced this too, where it's like I feel like I have these big goals and dreams, these aspirations to be something bigger than what I am and what I've been. But it's like you can't even really work towards it because you're trying to survive. You're trying to figure out how to stay afloat with gas prices damn near $5 in Arizona. I don't know where it's at, how much it is for where you are, but we at almost $5. Ever remember it being this damn high, you know? So It's like you just trying to stay afloat. You just trying to keep a roof over your head. And if you got kids, you're trying to provide for your kids and make sure that they have a great life. It's like, it's just so many different things that you have to worry about that you don't have time to think about dreams, accomplishing dreams. You don't have time to work towards those things because you're so worried about surviving. So I understand how that could be overwhelming. I understand how that could be depressing because there's things in life that you want to accomplish, but it's like, how are you going to accomplish those things if you barely have time to work towards them? I understand the struggle. I'm right there with you. I just want to let you know that. And I think it's important to just continue to believe that it will all work out. Have a positive attitude. It's easier said than done. But once you get out the funk of how you feel and get to a point where you can allow yourself to be positive, just sit in that positivity and think about all the possibilities, because anything really is possible. Anything is possible. So I'll leave you guys with that. Thank you so much for supporting this podcast. I really do appreciate it. Anyone that listens and takes the time, and especially those that are listening to this full episode. These are hour-long episodes, so I really do deeply appreciate you. I hope everyone has a great weekend coming up. And at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, please remember to vibe out. Until next time.